What's up everyone, my name is Alex, I'm one of the co-founders of myinvestingclub.com, and I want to let you guys know about something special we're doing for our viewers on YouTube. So the most common question we get asked is, how do I start day trading? So what me and my mentor Bao did is we create a free 2-hour mentorship course for the brand new trader. It's going to be available at myinvestingclub.co. The link is going to be right here. This is a free webinar that reveals our 12 secrets that every single brand new day trader should know before they start. I also want to let you guys know about something that's very unique to MIC. So if you have any questions about trading, or you're curious about trading, or you don't know if MIC is the right fit for you, now you can text our head mentor Tosh, whose number is going to be right here, and he'll answer all the questions that you have in less than 24 hours. Thank you and enjoy the video.
What's up guys? Wanted to make a kind of a video today that I think will be one of the most important ones I've made for you guys. This one's going to dive into losses and how you can pull from them and become a better trader. I spent the majority of this weekend analyzing my losses this year. I've been fortunate enough to be off to a pretty solid start for 2020, but some of the losses I've taken, they were good size, so I want to kind of go over them and find ways to avoid them. And some of the stuff I've kind of pulled from them I think will be huge help for you guys. I just think it's stuff that, going into every week, I'm realizing that the more I can, avoid doing these mistakes, the more consistent I've been. And they're all the same mistakes over and over again. So let me run into this one with you guys. So this is the loss I took. It was, what my mentality on trading kind of gotten from guys here at MIC is you should never lose more than a day or two worth of work. This one I lost like a half the day's worth of work. And, the fact is, I have a max loss set. I think your max loss should really not be hit every red day. I mean, your max loss to me is in place for the big fuck up days. Like the days where you're on max size and you get that big crazy squeeze candle, right? Something out of the ordinary is just a day you might make a huge mistake. And, for me, it's I want to keep those losses, even if it's a red day, I want to keep it manageable, right? My losses should, to me, be always smaller, way smaller than your green days. So just kind of a note to make. But okay, so as you guys will see in some of these, my entries on the first entry are always so spot on, right? And that's key for this one, because so in the morning this stock popped to my level, right? I got a near top tick, right? And the way I trade is I do the 30-70 rule. So what that means is I'm using 30% of my size above VWAP. When it confirms, I can short back the pops using bigger size, okay? Now, the way my P&Ls have grown is because I've been so comfortable scalping with my 30% size, and then when it's confirmed, again, sizing in. So this trade, I shorted my starter, which is 1,500 shares right there, right? Just looking at this, look how fast it tanked. It went from 470 to almost 440s. 30 cents. Right off the bat on one trade, I would have been up, $450. And then after it confirmed, I would have shorted this bounce back, probably with 2,000 to 3,000 shares, not my max, because again, it wasn't really confirmed under VWAP. And I would have covered down here, another 20 cents. This is an easy, this move is like my bread and butter day in, day out. I would have, I know, quick $1,000 right there, right? But what happened? I came to the market this morning, I have notes on it saying, oh, I wanna, I need to make more money, I need to be quick, I gotta do this, that, the other thing, whatever. So what happened? Shorted my starter, instead of covering, tried slamming VWAP. I have a rule, right? And when I break this rule, I always take a hefty loss. I never slam VWAP, the break of VWAP, out of the open. Never. Because when I do that, it tends to hold low of day and bounce. I only slam VWAP after the move has kind of happened. And, let's just fast forward. I'll explain more about that actually up there. So what happened? Slammed to, 3,000 shares, and then instead of covering, I still could have been bailed out of this move. I would have had 3,000 shares with a 60s average, whatever. Still would have made 20 cents. What did I do? Slammed full size. The rest of my shares to 5,000 at the lows, anticipating this breakdown. And what happened? Boom. So I'm at 440s average. Boom. Right up to 460. Had to cover. So now you're already down close to 1,000. What happens? I'm emotional now. It tanks. I say, I'm not missing this. Short more, big size, same thing. Boom, right quick. Right there. Got emotional when it broke high a day, saying it was a fake breakout, even though it wasn't. Boom, quick cover. So at this point, I'm down pretty good. Going to analyze this trade. If I had traded this my normal process, nail and bail, I never would have been on full size because it would not have broke below VWAP and held. What you should do, cover your starter, in my opinion. Cover it or keep it if you must. You can add on the bounce, but when it doesn't break down low a day like that, take some off. Have your hard stops in, but take some off. If this thing had really washed hard all the way down to 420, that warrants you shorting back on the test of VWAP, in my opinion. If it gave you that hard wash, even if this one, if I got stopped out here, whatever, I traded it bad. I should have got up and walked away, but I could have, if it rejected here on a stuff move, slammed down here, I could have shorted back. Same thing, and probably made my money back. But instead, I tried to get cute and took this loss. Now, what that led to is me missing the chunk of the move and trading poorly here. Finally, after it tops out, right, this is a great short. This is what I should have been doing. Letting it top out, tank, and shorting the bounce. So I did that. But because I was down so much, I shorted too much, had to take some off for like 10 cents. It was stupid. Short re-added what I covered and caught a nice move. Still though, because of this loss, I'm down pretty good. I probably was down, at this point, only 600. I probably made back a good chunk, and I should have walked away. I should have said, that's a drop in the bucket. Let me get up and take a walk. No. This is okay. I'll explain like these shorts. Tank, I'm just going to, my usual process, to tank through VWAP, short the bounce back to that death candle. So I shorted this bounce, right? This is, again, I got too cute. Only got on a starter. Tried to get bigger down at the lows, anticipating a break. And what happened? Boom, right back up. So I had to short. What I should have done, forget this, what I should have done, if it tanked, I could have shorted back full size, now with this level in mind as risk. But what I did, shorted lows, anticipating. Not reacting, anticipating. Popped back up, I'm pretty good size now, probably 60%. Rejects, finally cracks, right? Cracks on volume. And I slam the rest of my size. And what happens? I suck my average down like shit and cover down here a little piece, but me being greedy, because I want to make back all this money, I leave a bunch on, short the bounce, and get stopped out when it finally pushes, right? This was red-green, by the way. It was 420, I believe. So I'm shorting, anticipating it breaks to cover down at the fours. And what happened? Just the opposite. What I should have done is built my position. I could have shorted this little piece, covered it down here, and then reattacked the pop. But I would have stopped out on that pop, and that's okay. That would have been an okay trade to me. But I got greedy, and I anticipated every move, and I had to stop out. So I ended up with a hefty loss. Whereas all day, I just anticipated moves. I could have just waited patiently. I would have nailed and bailed all of these moves. I never would have even caught this, but I would have been nailed and bailed and been done. It would have been a stress-free day, right? But because I was impatient, I ended up screwing up. So this is my next one. This one was another hefty one. Again, these are my bigger ones because I broke process. I broke rules, and I was punished for it, right? Okay, I know. This one is this ticker I had written down, and I've traded it so many times, and I said, when INO tops out, you can short the bounce for a nail and bail trade. I've had that written down as a rule because I traded this ticker so frequently. Fine. What happened? Out of the gate, the thing tanked, right? And I got pissed that I missed this tank from like 7 to low 630. So I shorted the VWAP bounce, right? Now risking high of day. I was slow to put a hard stop in, and then boom, broke high of day, right? Even here, I knew it was about to break, and I shorted more. Boom. Huge loss right here. Huge loss. Like right off the bat, within minutes, I'm down $1,000. And it was stupid because all I needed to do, I knew what to do. It was wait for the bounce to top out and short the bounce back. But instead, what did I do? I shorted the VWAP right out of the open, too big of size, on a ticker that needs range, and I got slammed for it, right? So what ended up happening? Again, me just not being patient, right? I could have shorted this VWAP projection with small size if I wanted and stopped out when it reclaimed, but I didn't stop out when it reclaimed. That was the mistake. I knew I knew it right when it reclaimed. I got to stop out, but I didn't. I moved my risk. So finally, what happens? Just like the personality, it tops out, boom, goes to 8, slams to almost 7s, in the low 7s. This was the good trade. Bounced to 750 short, right? In an ideal world, I would have missed this and traded this the way I traded all the time. Boom, covered in the low, high 6s. Got a 60 cents on pretty good size. That's what it should have been, right? But again, I was too greedy. I tried adding way more size. I'm not even mad about this ad because at this point, I've been okay with it. Covered down, fine. But again, now I'm looking to make back all this loss, and because I was down so big, I did not use enough size. So on the bounce, I just shorted back full size, not giving it room, and I had to stop out, right? So now my loss adds up again. Now I'm emotional. Now I'm seeing things as rejections. Now I'm not even looking at the volume. I'm not looking to see if we get a stuff move. I'm just shorting. So it pops, short more, cover. Pops, short, because it looks like it's about to break down. There's a huge seller, pops more, pops more. Pops more, and I keep taking losses, right? No trend break, nothing. Whereas if I just waited, nailed and bailed, I wouldn't have even looked at this shit. I would have made 60 cents and fucking put it on another screen because that's how I trade. But I broke process. I was not patient. I did not stop out twice where I should have. And because of that, I was too big of a loss to make up for it here, and then got cute trying to make up what I had lost and lost more, right? So what does all this mean? So this means that the key to trading is patience. You need to be patient at every level and wait for confirmation. You need to react and not anticipate. When you anticipate, in my trading, I would say 80% of the time I take a loss. 80%. Like, it's high. When I slam lows anticipating the breakdown, I always lose. And then what ends up happening is what I wanted to happen might have happened, but I just needed to wait for that confirmation first. Because on most times, if you don't slam lows, or like let's say it breaks lows for a second, it's gonna rebound like deathline. Whenever a stock breaks deathline, you have to wait for the bounce to the previous resistance to add. But reach out if you have any questions, and I will let's get ready for Monday.
Thank you so much for watching our video. If you want to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button here. We do our best to post a new video every single day. If you have any questions about MIC or any general trading questions, please text Tosh using the number here. Also, stay up to date by watching some of our most recent videos right over here.